Guys, my name is Debbie and you're welcome back to Debbie's Hive. So for today's video, I'll be sharing with you the ultimate black girl makeup tutorial. I've been doing makeup since 2016 and I've also had the privilege to learn under two professional makeup artists, and over the years I've picked up on some tips and tricks that will completely change your makeup game. I've been wanting to do something like this for the longest, although initially I thought of combining it with like a get to know me kind of thing, but I figured if I do that I'll be distracted. I really want to be intentional about this video. I want to tell you everything I do, because you can't even lie, my makeup has been eating of late. Like, it has been,
she ate and left no.
So first off, clean skin. I took my bath not too long ago, but you know, I get really oily, so I'm just going to make sure my skin is clean. I want to let you know I'm not going to be showing off all the products I use. I'm only going to be showing you guys products I swear by. First on the list is my trusted lip balm. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this lip balm and I'm almost running out. I got this at Miniso, I think for about 5,000 naira or so. It has an applicator, but I can't find it right now. So I also styled my hair myself. You guys, I'm getting so much better at styling my hair. Like, you're not even ready for me. Debbie's coming, you're not ready. Like lips are juicy. I really love this lip balm because I realized I react to lots of lip products. Like, most times when I try some lip glosses or some lip balms or lip mask, this is actually a lip mask, although I don't know the difference. Like, what's the difference between a lip mask, a lip oil, a lip balm, a lip gloss? These days they all look shiny and I can't tell. Now that my face has dried up a bit, I'll be using this moisturizer. Now this is one product I can show you. I love this moisturizer. If you're oily skin girly, it's something you should think about getting. It's the oil-free Ultra-Moisturizing lotion. It's lightweight, it won't make you get oily, and yeah. So I'll just take a bit of that and rub it into my skin, okay? And then we'll also wait for this to dry. Now, when it comes to applying products on your skin, you don't want to rush to the next product. You want to give it time to actually like settle into your skin. I prefer for you to let your makeup air dry, or you look at those small fans, especially when you've had them for a while. Before you know, you start seeing like dust particles and dirt on them. So imagine blowing it directly on your face. When it comes to buying primer, of course, you want to make sure you're taking into consideration your skin type. Type of primer you get determines the quantity you use. So this primer, it has like a sticky finish, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the quantity I use. You could use your hands, you could use a brush. I'd like to use my hands because I never remember to use a brush. I try to make sure I'm more focused on my T-zone, which is like the areas in my face that I'm really oily. You still want to extend it to other parts of your face. To massage that in, wait for it to dry. Now, this is one product I would recommend over and over and over and over again. I've been using Maybelline for a while now, and I don't know, they're just so good. It's long lasting, it's mattifying, it's easy to blend, it's all of those good stuff. When it comes to applying my foundation, I like to do something called brush priming. Brush priming is just you like dabbing the product on the brush just to make sure it sort of like circulates everywhere. So when you're applying it on your face, it gives you a better coverage. And another thing for foundation, of course, you know, when you're getting foundation, you want to put into consideration your skin type and your shade. I prefer you get your exact shade or even like a darker shade. Because I did the brush priming, immediately I placed the brush on my skin, like the product is just going in. So back to what I was saying, another mistake people make is not using enough foundation. Now, I used to be guilty of this, I can't even lie. I'll be like, oh, I don't like foundation. Foundation will make your skin look too oily. And so because of that, I would not use enough foundation. The truth is, if you want full coverage, you would have to use that foundation. Like, don't be scared, go in with that foundation. As long as you blend it in properly, you're going to be fine. You want to make sure you're tapping and not dragging. I know there's also like a huge debate about if you should use a brush or a beauty blender. As for me, I use both. So first off, I like to go in with my brush just to evenly distribute the product. I'm putting this on my hairline. I installed this hair myself also, guys. Like, I'm getting so much better at installation. I told you, get ready for me, like Debbie's coming. So once you're done with your brush, you want to go in with your damp beauty blender. Dip it in water, make sure it's wet, it's soaked. To dry it off with a towel, just to, like, squeeze off the excess water, and then you blend. Now we do this by tapping. Just tap, tap, tap. I used to do concealer before contour, blush, and all of those things. I realized doing my contour first is actually better. If you're doing your contour, you're doing your blush, using an angled brush is always better. So this is an angled brush, like any brush that is not straight. This is more like You know what we said about brush priming? Yeah, so I'll tap this on the palette and then I'll tap it at the back of my palm. So you want to make sure this is lifted. I think you do your contour according to your face type, but for my face type, this works really well for me. Like face type, I'll face shape. I don't know. No matter how dark you are, you need to contour. For your nose contour, you want to make sure, these are the tips and the tricks. So you want to make sure you're extending your nose contour up. Now see what I do. You press it in, you're not dragging, you're pressing it in. You want to make sure you're dragging it down to your eyelids. We'll use our beauty blender. Tap, 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 tap. We're trying to get like a lifted look, so we're dragging this upwards, and then we'll do the same thing for this side. Nose contour, you want to pinch. Make sure you pinch your beauty blender, and then you press it in. For black girls, I don't know, I think orange blush actually looks better compared to other shades, but I also try to match my blush to the entire vibe of the look. Since we're doing the ultimate black girl makeup, I want to do something soft, something brown, and the best color that complements with brown when it comes to blushes is orange. So on top of your contour, okay, just a little dab, nothing too crazy. Try to not use your beauty blender anyhow, because if I use the same side I used to blend my contour to blend my blush, it's going to take away from the blush, so I'll be using a clean part. Tap this in, lifting it upwards. Make sure you're going upwards, and then nose as well. Ooh, so this is what we're working with. We've not even started, but can you see the Yanga Beauty concealer? Love it. Like, so I used to apply lots of concealer, but I realized I don't need as much. This is my definition of a little. I don't know if it's too much for you. Over here you put a little bit, put a little bit here as well, and then finally it's time to... People say you should wait for your concealer to dry before you blend it in, but I feel like if it dries up, it makes it harder for you to blend. Tap, 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 tap. And then you also want to blend into your nose. This is also going to help like your nose contour. If you can see, there's kind of like a line now. Blending your concealer is very important. You need to take your time, because your concealer helps to like structure your face. And that was one mistake I used to do in my makeup. I just used to rush through everything, but then I realized you can get away with rushing other steps, but when it comes to applying concealer, honey, take your time. And of course you want to look upwards just to make sure the folds, the lines under your eyes, you're getting in enough product. And for the outer parts, you blend outwards. I'm really enjoying doing this, guys, because most times when I do my makeup I get bored, so talking to you, that's really good. A concealer that is like 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. We don't want this product to extend beyond, you know, this part of my face, so I'm not dragging it too much. Okay? For the bridge of your nose, pinch, and once again tap. Another layer of concealer, like even less than what we used the first time. You want to tap. You want to make sure you set before you bake. I'll show you the difference. Zaron face definer. I love Zaron. I love most of their products, so I like to use their face definer. We want to set our under eye. For that, I like to use I don't know what's called this brush. It's like a foundation brush sort of. It has a flat surface, as you can see. Face powder on the face definer. Tap product, blow out the excess, and we'll go over that one more time. I like to be really fast when I set, because I don't want my under eyes to crease up. We're pushing this into the sides of our nose, and then for we just like press it in. This is the brush I'll be using for my contour, and I'm also using the Zaron face definer. Tap on your hands again. I have this blush palette. I got it from a friend of mine. I stole it, but not on purpose. Like, I always used to borrow it from her, because we lived together at a point, and somehow I forgot to return it one day and it became mine. If you already use an orange liquid blush, like, why would you want to use a red powder blush? Dab off the excess of that, because you don't want to look like a clown. Get the nose. My nose contour, I'll be using a powder shade that is not so dark. I don't like it when you can see like the black lines on my nose, so I don't like to use like a really dark powder. This is the Zickel Holy Grail powder palette. It's broken. I don't understand how it broke. Like, I literally just slept, woke up. We're just pressing this in. Always try to make it slimmer, so the best way to do that is by pushing your contour inwards, like, instead of out. I would have loved to show you my setting powder, but the main container it comes in is not here. I poured it into this smaller container because it was taking up like so much space in my bag. I don't know why it's so big, although I'm happy it's big because that's like more quantity. Hello. To quickly, you know, do this again just to make sure everything is all right. Okay, now you need a triangle powder puff. Mine is turn at the bum. Like, why would you do me like that? Tap. So try to make this line on your nose as straight as possible. Sometimes it won't be perfect, but try your best, because if it's bent, your nose is going to look bent. On our forehead, place this lightly. We'll come back with this brush. I'm not adding any product. I just want to like clean off. This is still too far, so I'm just going to close that off a bit. So while we wait for our face to set, we'll go over to brows. I like to go in with this brush. Remember the brush we used to like set the powder? So I just like to do this all over my brows, just to sort of like mattify it. But I'm old school, guys. I still use the Davis Color 3 eyebrow pencil, and that's just because I haven't found like a suitable replacement for it. I want to start at the bottom. I like to get my arc done first. And because I really want my face to look lifted, I'm extending it outwards instead of bringing it down. Try as much as possible to follow your natural brow shape. I'll only be shading the tail part because there's literally like no hair left there. But it's more like in an upward stroke motion instead of just drawing over it. Like, if you've watched me so far till now, it means you're enjoying this tutorial. So this is the best time for you to subscribe to my channel. I talk about like personal development, inspiration, makeup, beauty, a bit of lifestyle. I don't think I've done lifestyle on YouTube. I don't like to make my brows like unnecessarily dark because I'm still going to put a brow gel on top. Like, this concealer is just so easy to blend, so I like using it for my brows. I know there are people who like to use that round flat brush, but an angled brush works best for me. Now, before I start, I like to press the tip of the brush. You know, I told you guys I'm sharing all of my tips and tricks, so yeah, this is one of them. I like to press it with my 2 fingers just to sort of like spread it out more to make it extra flat. Don't care. Normally I do nothing to the top of my brows, but today I think it needs a little bit of cleanup. When cleaning the top of my brows, I like to avoid the beginning part just to make sure it looks natural. One thing that really makes your brow pop is when you use like an eyebrow gel. I like it when there are like hair-like strokes. Now, this is why I didn't want to make my brows too dark, because you can see like how much darker it gets once I use my brow gel. So you want to make sure your hands are like straight instead of. And we're going to apply a bit of concealer on our eyelid too, because we're using this as a base for eyeshadow. I like to use a concealer first, then if I want my eyeshadow to pop, I go in with a proper eyeshadow primer. I like to blend this with my beauty blender. This brush, the brush I use to set my face. I don't want to add like an extra layer of powder. This is the first eyeshadow palette I got, and it's still serving me. So for eyeshadow, I'm doing something soft, something brown. So I'm bringing out like my fighters. I have an idea in my head of how I want this look to go. I'll go in with this shade of eyeshadow first and just use this as my transition color. I'll be using the brown shade. I'll just tap that in. Yes, this is exactly what I envisioned. Blend the edge. Darker shade of brown. And I blend. This Flawless Ivy primer. This is a really good eyeshadow primer, and I don't think it's expensive. I like to coat both ends, both sides of my brush. No cut crease today. This is what I meant when I told you guys I use an eyeshadow primer like much later. As do you think we should do shine shine today? This is a clean black girl makeup look, so let's keep it matte. Since I want my eyes to be a bit more brighter, I'll be going in with a translucent powder. I know guys, don't worry, it's going to work. Blow out the excess and just tap it in. Yeah, bringing this to the outer corner of my eyes. Mic stopped recording at some point and I had no idea. I'm just so grateful to God I even caught it on time. So far I've done my eyeliner. I would recommend you use like a marker eyeliner. Those are really like easy for beginners to use compared to the normal liquid eyeliner and the gel. Also went ahead to apply my lashes, so just let me know, drop a comment if you want me to do like a proper eyeliner tutorial or a lashes tutorial. Drop a comment. Blend in the setting powder, so I advise you to get a fluffy brush like this, and now you want to press this into your skin down to your chin. Use the brighter shade for the center part of my face, my T-zone. I would go in with the darker shade and just press this into same for this part on top of the blush. Are you feeling that? You need a setting spray. Like, this is a non-negotiable step in your makeup. While we wait for my face to dry, we'd go ahead to do lips. I said I want like a really brown look, so I'll be using this brown eyebrow pencil, which is the Davis Color 3 brown. I'll overline my lips a little bit. I'll be using this nude lipstick. I don't know the shade. I got this from a friend and I don't know the name tag, but this is like one of my favorite lipsticks. I love this color so much. I think it's better when your lips are moisturized before you go in with your lip product. It makes your, especially if you are using like this liquid to matte lipstick, it makes it blend in better. Ezekiel lip gloss, totally recommend, in the shade Earth. Okay, nude lip gloss. For that extra shiny effect, I would go in with this clear gloss. My under eyes, I'll be using like this brown. I was supposed to do this before setting my face, but I forgot. So we're just going to line. This completely changes the whole look. Like, you can see the difference between both eyes. So this is the final look, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this something you want to try? Is this the ultimate black girl makeup look or not? Thanks for watching this video to the end. I hope you picked up on one or two things. Drop a comment letting me know your own little tips and tricks, and see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.